All right, emergency segment of the podcast here. We're recording this at 10:30 at night. I was just doing a delightful face mask, John. I was trying to hydrate and try to, primp and pamper myself before bed. And horrible news from the entertainment world. High Fidelity, our favorite show featuring our favorite actress, Zoe Kravitz, canceled. Ridiculous. I'm stunned. I can't believe it. I thought this was like a big hit.
I'm both legitimately stunned and legitimately heartbroken. Mm-hmm. It was one. I'm actually like going through phases of grief over it, and like right now I'm in denial. Like I don't think like Hulu's definitely canceling it, but I don't think the show will die.
No.
I think someone else is gonna pick it up.
Somebody will for sure pick it up, but usually Hulu is the one who picks it up. Usually it's a network that cancels, and then like a streaming service picks it up. When the streaming service cancels, what?
Well, it was originally designed for Disney Plus, so maybe they take it. I don't know. Maybe
it's not even a cancellation. Maybe it's like a.
It definitely doesn't have Disney Plus vibes because it is kind of I wouldn't call it a dark show.
No, but it's definitely sex and drugs and smoking and fighting,
So I think it was Disney Plus bought it in 2019, and then I think when they decided to package with Hulu and ESPN Plus, it kind of made more sense to give it to Hulu.
Right.
But I mean, I guess it's a numbers thing, but like it's a critically acclaimed show. You know what's going to happen? So many people are going to watch it because of this, because people like us who love the show are going to get fucking pissed and be like, watch this show, that the numbers are going to tick up again. And I think they're going to be like, we have to keep it.
I mean, I guess maybe it's one of those, Arrested Development type situations where the initial numbers really weren't that good, but it makes me feel like, if the numbers were bad and now they're going to get good because of this news, maybe that will save things. But part of me feels like it's like it was critically acclaimed. It did have big stars. It was popular. It seemed, but I'm upset. You must be. This was your show. This is like Taylor Swift and High Fidelity are like John's things.
Okay, it's still the only playlist I listen to. It's still because
that's like
soundtrack is it
9 months later.
But I've never, and I'm pretty sure about this. I'm prone to hyperbole, I admit. I don't think I've ever fallen for a character as hard as I fell for Robin, who Zoe Kravitz plays. Her fits, her personality, her look, her alcoholism, everything about her was like what I want in a girl.
I'm trying to think of your other shows and characters throughout the years that I know you've gushed over, and I can't think of anything that usually I know. Here's what happens: we watch a show, there's a character, I bring it up the next day at work, and John says XYZ is a weapon. That's when I know that he's really head over heels for someone. And
there was Megan Fox and New Girl.
Yeah,
Reagan, New Girl's up there.
Yeah,
even Olivia Munn. Fiona from Shameless. Nick says that's a great one. But
I don't think you ever fell in love with her, but it's definitely the vibe of Jane from Breaking Bad. That's what you like. Like the dark gothic-y, dark girl is like that's her. That's up your alley.
And just like everything about her was so fucking awesome. Mm-hmm. We can't. Again, I'm in pure outright denial, no doubt about that. But this show can't be done. It can't be done.
We will save it. We saved AP Bio. AP Bio is now on Peacock TV. We will save High Fidelity one way or another. Somebody will pick that up. We'll get Jake Lacy back on the show. We'll start to promote it. It's too good. I got on the show late, so I was excited to maybe when you catch up to a show late, you finish binging it, and then the new season drops, and you're like, shit. I thought that was going to happen with me, and quite the opposite. The mush strikes again.
Well, it's also such a quick cancellation. Like the show hasn't been out very long. I believe Jake Lacy was one of our last interviews in studio
before the pandemic. Yeah, maybe that's what makes me think that maybe it was more of a business deal thing with Disney Plus. Like it was never going to live there for a long time or whatever. But
I'm trying to think of like what we can do for a campaign, because like Friday Night Lights was famously saved by everyone mailing NBC lights.
Yeah.
And they were just like, look, we're tired of fucking disposing lights. Can you stop this? We'll keep the fucking show. A vinyl is a little expensive to mail to Hulu. That's a little pricey. A light is very accessible.
What if I mean, there's no way to really inconvenience them, but there's got to be something with playlists and songs. Like if we pick a song from High Fidelity, and that song all of a sudden has a bajillion streams on Spotify because we told everybody to go there, and we can single out, look how many look how many people are listening to the song because they like your fucking show. Maybe we should just start smoking cigs at fucking like Hulu's headquarters, just have it filled up with smoke. Maybe we should just have like weird sex in their lobby, do all the things that Zoe was doing on that show. God, we got to save it. Save High Fidelity.
There's a playlist called, if you, there was a tweet from Spotify that went out recently, like search on repeat on your Spotify and screenshot it and let people judge you. And my Spotify is basically all and High Fidelity songs. But I'm Lonely, unbelievable song. Without Love, unbelievable song. One Night Stand, Say You'll Say. Oh, they're all so fucking good. Lonely If You Are. There's a lot of lonely stuff on here. But
we could maybe do the Boys to Men. I'll Make Love to You, like acoustic version or whatever.
With that Scottish guy, that Scottish little son of a bitch.
Well, I'm talking about.
They even had Jack Antonoff in this show, which pissed me off because I don't really like Jack Antonoff too much. But they had the music world was in on the show. Everyone, I really believe that not enough people. I think we only talked about it briefly. I think there are so many people that I just recommended the show to, just like just close friends and stuff. Like, hey, you probably like this, and everyone's like, that's an unbelievable show. You know how good a show it is if you break the fourth wall, and I still like it, because that's rare for me to like have someone looking directly at the camera and me being like, yep, this is still a good show.
I went into it a little bit late, and I really didn't think I was going to like it, but I was like, Feist is really co-signing this one. I got to give it a shot. And I banged it out in a fucking day. I did like the whole fucking thing.
It takes one day. It's not like you don't even have to be a professional streamer like us to watch it in one day. It's 10, 20 minute, 25 to 35 minute episodes, something along those lines. You can knock it out in 4 hours, no problem. It's an easy watch. Everyone watch it. Everyone tweet at Hulu. Don't let it go. Hashtag save High Fidelity. Fucking save Robin. I want to know what happened with Robin and Clyde. We got a lot of stories. It's one of those shows too where like they already had like a Stranger Things type deal where they already had plans for the second season. Like one of the writers or directors said like, I think in season 2 she's probably going to be Clyde will still be around, but she's probably going to be dating some people you haven't met yet. She'll be dating strangers to you. So like they already had shit laid out. It's not one of those like, all right, we did our 10 episodes. We wanted to be done. That's it. They already have their plans for season 2. To not let us find out what's going to happen with them is fucking nonsense.
Dude, I can't wait for the day no. My dream, let me rephrase. My dream would be when everyone ever says like, if you hit Powerball, if you had fuck you money, what would you do? This is what I would do. I would fund High Fidelity. I would create an entire streaming service called like Second Chance or some shit. And it's where everybody who loves shows that get canceled for whatever reason, bureaucratic bullshit, ratings, money, whatever, come on over here. I'll fund it. And you can live here for the art, for just the content.
That's genius. And it's kind of what Netflix does, where they get the shows that have a cult following, which I think High Fidelity does. I think everyone who's seen it loves it. And if you haven't seen it, you haven't given it a chance yet. But what they do, like with You was a Lifetime television show.
Yeah.
And then they saved it after one season, and everyone's like, this is the greatest show of all time once it gets on a streaming service. I think Hulu hasn't really had, I guess, Handmaid's Tale, but like their original programming, I wouldn't say has had much success. What else do they have?
I'm going to look it up right now. Probably not much. I think they had, did they have Transparent?
Normal People.
They had,
what's that?
Rami, which was we didn't watch it, but that won Golden Globes and shit.
Yeah, that gets a lot of praise. I do want to watch that.
Harlots, I don't even know what Harlots is, but that's listed as number 1.
Dude, they had the fucking 9/11 show that I really wanted to watch, and even that I got lost interest in. The one with Jeff Daniels.
I don't even remember that. No.
Yeah, it's probably like 3 years ago, but it was when they were still doing. They were very pot committed to weekly drops, and on a streaming service, which I like. I always say I'm a fan of them, but on a streaming service, they just don't really work. High Fidelity did come out 10 episodes at once, but the Jeff Daniels 9/11 show about like the lead up to 9/11 and like the intelligence that we had, and they knew about the guy taking fucking plane classes in Florida and all that shit. Right. It was supposed to be really good, but it was just like I couldn't stick to it week to week. I think outside Rami and Normal People are the only two shows that I've even considered watching.
Look at this. I'm just reading an article. Maybe we're okay, because I'm just reading an article now from December 2019 that says Hulu's slate of originals almost rivals Netflix or Amazon in quality, whatever, but not in quantity. Maybe that will change now that Disney is mainly in charge. Disney has had a lot of content to push over on Disney Plus, so that remains to be seen. So if there's some sort of, Hulu is being taken over by Disney Plus, maybe it's just maybe it's a clerical thing. Like, you're no longer on Hulu, but we're going to go do it over on Disney. It's almost like a merger happened. So I'm hoping that this is maybe just
that would be a weird show for Disney Plus, though. It's like The Mandalorian, The Avengers, and High Fidelity is a strange run of shows.
But Disney's going to have to – they can't live off of just, like, cartoons and family stuff. They're going to have to get into some, like, adult programming, no?
I don't know, because there are a lot of fucking kids.
Yeah. I mean, they never have in the past 100 years, so why start now? But either way, #save High Fidelity. Tweet your favorite songs, tweet your favorite pictures, your favorite moments. We will save you. I honestly think that being based on a John Cusack movie is not really the best. Like, I don't think that inspires people to be like, oh, I got to go watch this. He's fine. I don't think people dislike John Cusack. But if someone says to you, like, have you seen that new show? It's based on the Cusack movie. It's like, okay, whatever. You're not telling me that it's like a DiCaprio movie or some shit where you're like, oh, I got to go see this.
Yeah, but also Zoe Kravitz's reason for doing it, which is like, I knew it was happening. The only reason I agreed to it so they wouldn't fuck it up, because her mom's in it. I've never seen the movie, but her mom's in the actual movie, I guess. And she's like, I just had to make sure they didn't fuck it up, and they didn't fuck it up. It's fucking awesome. Hulu fucked it up by dropping the ball and canceling it.
You see another picture posted of Lenny Kravitz and Jason Momoa? They posted another picture. I think it was on comments by celebs. They posted a picture, and Zoe's mom commented, and people were like, this family's fucking awesome.
Oh, didn't Jason Momoa redo her old Mustang or something like that?
Something like that, yeah. And it was just another moment of everyone getting along. Just devastating news out of the Hulu world. So if you're a High Fidelity fan, if you appreciate good TV, if you haven't seen it, go binge it while you can, and then join the movement. #save High Fidelity.